Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Reagan. I normally do book content and this is going to be another book video. Today we have something super exciting, which is my holiday TBR slash my holiday book recs. I love the holidays. I am kind of getting into reading some holiday books this year. I just wanted to tell you what I'm planning on reading and tell you what I would recommend for this holiday season. So let's just get into the video. First thing we're going to start with is the recommendations. The first one we're going to do is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This is a super short, I would say even novella length little book. Tessa Bailey is one of my favorite authors. Anything she writes, I will read. I read this a few years ago and I believe I gave it 4 stars. It involves a Christmas window decorator who is looking for a job. She loves decorating and doing window displays, and she meets someone on the street who happens to be the director of this big department store. He is looking for a new window decorator. She kind of fits his requirements, and so he hires her. This is about their relationship. It's Christmassy, but it's not like in your face holiday, which is something I enjoyed because sometimes when you read a bunch of holiday reads back to back, it can get a little bit repetitive. This is set in New York City, and I really love that about holiday romances. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking downstairs. I love when romances are set in New York, especially centered around the holidays. You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince. This is a LGBTQ romance about Matthew Prince and Hector Martinez. Matthew Prince is kind of a nepo baby, I would say. His parents are really rich and he's kind of been living off of their money and their success for a while. And he does something that his parents are like, okay, you need to get your act together. So they send him to his grandparents' house out in this small town, and he meets Hector, who is living with his grandparents and helping them out as well. They form a little relationship and he kind of learns to get past his immaturity and his nepo baby syndrome kind of deal. I think I rated it 3 stars. It was very cute and a very fast read. I also have The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score. This was a recent read. I read it this year. I rated it 4 stars. This follows a single dad named Noah Yates, and he lives in a small town called Mary. They've recently been hit by a hurricane and their town has kind of been destroyed. Catalina King, or Kat, she is a reality TV star, like a home reno TV star. She decides she wants to do a show on this town called Mary and save their town before their Christmas festival. And so you follow Noah Yates, the city manager, and Catalina King, who are fighting about this TV show. I love Lucy Score's writing. Always love her books. Definitely recommend this one. Now we're gonna move on to the 8 books that are on my TBR. I have some of them with me because I'm home from college right now, and I have some of them at college and some of them on my Kindle, so I don't have all of them with me here. So the first one I have is Big Nick Energy by Morgan Elizabeth. The main reason this is on my TBR is because I keep seeing it on Instagram and the cover is cute. The title intrigues me a little bit, not gonna lie. I'm excited to try this out on my Kindle, and if I like it, I'll buy a physical copy. I have no idea what it's about. I just think the title and the cover are very funny. Next, another one I have on my Kindle is 'Tis the Season for Revenge by Morgan Elizabeth. This is one I meant to read last holiday season but didn't get the chance to, so I kept it on my TBR for this year. Again, the cover is very intriguing. I'm assuming it's gonna be a little enemies to lovers type action. I've heard a lot of good things on Instagram. Again, I'm hearing everything off of Instagram right now. The Matzo Ball by Jean Meltzer. This I have physically, just not with me. This is obviously a romance centered around Hanukkah. I read a lot of Christmas romances because I celebrate Christmas, but I thought it would be interesting to read a holiday romance centered around another holiday, and one that I know a little bit about but not a ton, so it might be a little educational as well as a good romance read. I've never heard anything about this book, probably because a lot of people focus on Christmas reads for their holiday season. I've had the physical copy for 2 years now. I didn't get to it last year, so I'm gonna try my best to get to it this year for sure. Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. This is another one that I own physically but I don't have with me here. This is a new one. It's recently come out. Again, Tessa Bailey, one of my favorite authors. I liked Window Shopping by her, so I'm hoping to get to Wreck the Halls this holiday season. It's about 2 children, each born from a different band member in this famous rock band. The band has broken up, and these children are kind of like supposed to be beefing with each other because their parents are beefing with each other, but they meet and they kind of have this little spark, and then they never really talk again. Eventually, later down the road, they kind of spark a relationship, I guess, is what I've heard. I'll read anything Tessa Bailey writes. Her books are just very fun and lighthearted and easy to read. We have Love Light Farms by BK Borson. I've heard so much about this one that I have to get to it. Everyone recommends Love Light Farms for the holiday season. I have no idea what it's about. I'm about to start it tonight, I think. I also have with me A Merry Little Meet Cute by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. I heard a lot about this last year and I wanted to read it last year, but I didn't get the chance to buy it. So I bought it this year and I'm hoping to get to it. I have no idea what it's about. I was looking through like TikToks last year of holiday romance recommendations and this one came up consistently. Clearly you can tell I get all my information from social media. You know, a lot of the people on social media give good recommendations. So I trust them. Another one I have physically but not with me is There's Something About Mary by Cody Hall. I heard Heather talk about this. I bought it like 2 years ago, didn't get to it last year. It's supposed to be a single dad romance and they own like a Christmas tree farm, small town, that kind of vibe. I don't know much about it other than that, but I heard some good things. The last one I have is Once Upon a December by Amy E. Reichert. This one I've had physically for a few years now and have never gotten to it. Basically, I just want to get some of my holiday physical books off my TBR that I've had on there for a while. Another one that I'd love to get to this holiday season. I probably will not get to all 8 of these, but I would like to try. That is all of my TBR and my recommendations that I have to give you for today's video. Let me know what holiday books you're planning on reading this season. If you have any recommendations, I would love to hear them, especially if they're on Kindle. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.